What's that? We are live. What's up, everyone? Brian B. Let me do this again. What's up, everyone? Brian B.
And Miss Megan.
From West Coast Swing on live. You can find us West Coast Swing online /live. Our live classes tonight, we have an intermediate class for you. We're going to assume that you're in tight quarters tonight because you're not in a dance studio, because you're not like me that owns a dance studio that no one can come into and you have plenty of room. So I'm assuming you're going to be in your living room or such. So we're going to use two basic patterns with two slight variations that will take up very little space no matter where you're at. So we kind of imagine this as if I was dancing in my living room. How much room would I have? We also were unsure what types of levels of people we were going to get tonight. So we will adjust the levels depending upon the audience as we go forward. So this very much feels like a real group class, whereas the teacher, you walk into the room and you're not sure who's there. So are we good audio check wise? Facebook and YouTube, we're gonna go. So let's go from this side. So intermediate class, we're gonna assume that you know at least your basics. These are the two patterns we're working off of. Easy, easy stuff. We're gonna practice a right side pass and a left side pass. So let's do that 2 times in a row. So we do a right side pass or underarm turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, followed by a left side pass. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Let's do that 2 more times. Ready, and right side pass, 3 and 4. Left side pass, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Piece of cake. Okay, cool. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to lead a right side redirect, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, to a run around, 3 and 4, 5, and 6. Because I'm going to assume that we're in close quarters. I like to teach patterns like this on cruise ships, not going to happen, or during pandemics when we're stuck in the house. So the right side redirect looks like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So what needs to happen for this to happen? Let's cover the footwork first, actually, and then we'll cover the concepts of it. So ideal for the leader, and we'll do leaders first. As the leader, I'm dancing 1, 2, so I can either go back and together or back and cross, depending upon how you learned. 1, 2. From the 3 and, I'm going to press to my left side for 3 and, stepping back in the slot for 4. So if we did that again, we have 1, 2. I press to my left for 3 and, stepping back in the slot for 4. Obviously, anchor step next. Let's do it 2 more times. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So since we have both mics occupied, one for you guys Facebook, one for you guys YouTube, I'm going to narrate Miss Megan's footwork. So Miss Megan's going to dance forward thinking it's a right side pass for 1, 2, 1, 2. She's going to begin the right side pass for 3, but she's going to be stopped. She's going to replace on her left foot for and, step back for 4, and do an anchor in place. So if she did that again, 1, 2, 1, freeze, 2. She thinks it's an underarm turn. She steps to the side for 3, but she stopped, replaces on the left foot for and, back for 4, finishes out the anchor step. So let's try this one more time, followers. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, anchor 5, and 6. Cool? So that's the concept. General lead and follow principles. Actually, I'm going to screw you guys up a little bit. I'm going to go to this side because I think it's going to be, even though we taught it on the other side, I apologize. I should have thought ahead. This will kind of be a little bit easier for the leaders to navigate. So leaders, if I'm dancing a normal right side pass or underarm turn, I just let Megan float under that arm. Right? I initiate the pattern and let her float under the arm. But instead, what I'm going to do is the act of raising this alone helps bring Megan to me, right? So in this pattern, I'm going to feel like I'm raising this hand, which is basically kind of telling her that there's an end to the line. Now, this hand is going to get ready. I'm going to pick up her right side for 3. Then I'm going to redirect for and, continue the energy for 4, and then anchor steps. Let's do this 2 more times. So this starts the initiation. The raise of the hand is a good way to think about initiating this. 1, 2, this hand is ready. I step across for 3. So as you can see, I've stopped Megan. 3 is my left foot technically. her right foot, and is the change back. So this is 3 and. She continues back 4. Very small step for me, and then I anchor step. Let's do this one more time. Ready, and a 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Let's do it from the other side so you get a different view. So left hand wise, this is going up, and then as I get to this side here, this could by itself be a stop. So could my right hand. Do I need both of them? I do not need both of them, but both of them make it easier. This is 3, my left foot, her right, and. So this is 3, and. Now she's continued around 4. I want to step this short. Why? Because I'm already creating the anchor position as we anchor step. So let's do it from both sides, this side and the other side. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, anchor 5, and again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So remember the 2 patterns we started with. We started with a right side pass and a left side pass. So if we took the easy way out, we'd have the right side redirect into just simply a left side pass. So we did it again from the other side. We'd go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6 into a left side pass. 3 and 4, piece of cake. Do we have any questions that far? No questions, because people are up and dancing. If you have questions, go ahead and type them in at some point. We'll have Miss Emily and Mr. Ben. Oh, we're monitoring. We're on point tonight. Congratulations. Good job, guys. So from this side, the right side redirect, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next position. I could do this all by itself, 2, 3, and 4, and be done. Do my left side pass or whatever else is next. But I want to make it a little bit more fun, and I'm going to assume I'm in my living room or a cruise ship, and I'm in a tight space. So what I'm going to do is stay in closed position. 1, 2, 3, and 4, where I step underneath my partner so I can connect in closed position. So if we do that again, slow-mo, the hand initiates up, 1, 2, 3, and at this point, my right hand is stopping her on the right side, but as she rolls in, I'm going to end up in a closed position. So I'm just going to let that slide across. Follower is going to use her elbow or his elbow up and over into closed position. Cool beans? That's what's going to happen there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm stepping underneath to a position that we can anchor away. Cool, let's try that one more time, then I'll give you one more tip. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So sometimes when we get in this anchored scenario, in a perfect world, right, we've all been taught right foot back for the leaders, left foot back for the followers. Sometimes because of the energy of this move, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. I might get into a scenario where if I tuck this foot behind, it gets uncomfortable. So I will actually go with her on 5 and 6, even if my right foot's slightly ahead. But what's the actual essence of the anchor step? It's that my center is moved away. So it doesn't necessarily matter even what foot I'm on, right? But my center is moved away. So I'm going to preserve that at the end. And then Miss Megan's going to give us her thoughts. Oh, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Any thoughts on this pattern? Anything you think about in general?
Am I trying to talk in the mic?
Yes. You can face them and I'll stand close.
When we get into the closed position, the hand on my back, I'm going to really connect back into as we anchor away.
So I like to explain, if I put Miss Megan's best side of the camera, if she's back on her right foot, and, I'm sorry, left foot. Don't do drugs, kids, even once. Not in your 20s, not even once. If she's back on her left foot, the left side of her body is into that hand. Because if Miss Megan were to take her right side back, she will slide out of that connection. So you can even try this. Go ahead and grab your anchored position. Go ahead and be on the correct foot, right? And then followers, tuck your left side back. It will feel very secure in that position, right? Now, just humor me. Stay on the same foot, put your right side back. You're going to see that it's going to come out of that position. So Megan had a great point. Is she's anchoring that left side is working back into the hand. So that's happening during the 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, which means I might slightly go with her with my footwork, but at least now our centers are set up pretty well. And then from here, we can lead a left side pass to keep it easy on the way out. Any questions so far, gang? No questions.
Just hellos.
Just hellos. Well, hello to everyone. I hope everyone's doing well and safe. We did find out if you're cooped up and you can't go out to eat, we have a microbrewery next door, so they are selling beer out of their garage door. That's fun. I joked about our favorite restaurant in town, Jack Fry's. Shout out to Jack Fry's. If you ever come to Louisville, it's the best restaurant in town. And so I joked that I was going to take everyone there, knowing that they're closed. And then I found out they do takeout. So yeah, so I might be into my mom for a Jack Fry's dinner. So when we do the right side cutoff, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Now I'm going to use this left side pass for a runaround. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So what goes on here? We're going to talk, right back in the middle. Miss Megan pushed me right back in the middle. So on a left side pass, I walk 1, 2, and I let Megan down the slot. But in the runaround, I want to stay really tight. So let's cover footwork first, leaders then followers. So I'll put myself in front, and then we'll have Miss Megan. So at this point, Megan has to run around me. So I have to stay in essence in place. So I'm backing up for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we anchor 5 and 6. Now there's a couple different options that might happen with my footwork, but in a perfect world, if we execute this, this is probably what will happen. Leaders initiate very hardcore with a turn on 1. We continue back for 2. I continue back for 3, and then on 4, I should be able to step kind of underneath myself like I did in the right side cutoff. And then, of course, we have an anchor step. So let's do that one more time, then we'll have Miss Megan do the followers part. So I hardcore cut around. Back, 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 forward, and anchor step. And by forward, I don't mean forward, but relative to my right foot forward. Cool? Followers part, Miss Megan. So she's thinking it's a left side pass. She walks forward for 1, 2. 1, she starts the curve for 2. She continues around really tight for 3 and 4. She starts to connect away onto 5 and 6. So let's go real slow. 1, 2, 1. She begins the turn for 2. She continues for 3 and back 4. And then we anchor 5 and 6. So let's do this one time. We're going to think about the rotation of the feet and the articulation of the feet. So 1, 2, and freeze. She goes 1, 2. She begins 3 on the ball of the right foot. She's going to spin that left foot around tight underneath her and continue the rotation of the left foot stepping back onto the right for count 4, and then anchor step. So one more time. 1, 2, 3, tight, 4, and 5, and 6. So if we do this together, grab your partner. Let's go close position. We'll go right in the middle of the camera, right? We're going to back up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Do it one more time. Maybe make a mess of it. We'll fix it. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Any questions so far?
No, Victoria just said I missed the name of the step, but this is one we've never done.
Oh, that's good to know.
Right side pass, redirect, Tia said.
What's the TSN?
Tia said.
Oh, Tia said.
Right side pass,
yeah.
redirect.
So it's a right side pass. The first part's a right side pass redirect. So this would be my right side pass, correct? But I'm going to redirect the right side pass. Then we have a left side pass is the core pattern, because I want you guys to think in terms of, is this a push, pass, or a whip, right? It's going to be one of those base patterns. So this is a left side pass that turns into a runaround. So if we are running around, right, as the leader, let's do this one time, then we'll talk pro tips. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Here's the pro tip. If you've ever taken a ballroom dance lesson, you're taught to be over the shoulder of your partner. And in West Coast swing, this is still true, right? If we did a whip, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? We still have this basic alignment over your partner's right shoulder in general. So we need to maintain that on the runaround. But here's what happens from the leader's perspective. As the leaders, we're using our arms to tell her where we're going to go. If we forget about our head and the follower knows to stay in this window, I end up pushing her into a position that she's uncomfortable with. And as you can see, it doesn't matter how much I push her, if I don't move with my head, she can't get around the corner. So leaders, when I get to this position, and I'm ready for this, I'm hardcore looking left as I start this. Looking left, my head's pinned to my left shoulder. Oh, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And even now that I tell you to do that and I really practice it, it makes the whole move a little bit better. I would thought it was Meghan that wasn't rotating enough, but it's my head moving left. Another question?
Is there an away connection on that entire runaround?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Oh, yeah.
We were going to get there.
Meghan said, oh, yes. So from here, right, this away connection is what's happening the whole time. I jokingly think Meghan's lazy. So as much as we talk about well, she is lazy by her own definition, right? So what I mean by that is if I get connected here and I'm teaching a class with Meghan, I let go, that happens. Because Meghan goes, hey, it's my job as the follower to connect. So she goes, clink, and then she's right there. So the good news is she's always there for me to lead. The bad news is sometimes when I'm connected in this position, I have to put her back on her foot before I go off and do something else. Yes. So to answer the question, is there an away connection? Yes. You're going to feel it through this. One good thought process is through the elbows. So as I begin to bend around, you're going to start to see almost like a bow to this connection, right? So this can continue around the corner. Number 2, this hand right here is the leader. I'm shaping this around the corner. So there's an away connection from my follower. Meghan sticks herself to that hand. So then it's relying upon me to look left to initiate the connection around. So if we do it from this side, we'll do it from the other side as well. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. We'll try it from the other side.
Still that hardcore on that side.
Hardcore left, yeah. So Meghan's saying that, if you can hear it through the mic, the whole way around, she's thinking left side back. Left side back, left side back, left side back, yes? So she's left side into that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It makes my lead feel so good. You ever dance with someone, leaders, and it just feels fantastic and you think that was me? It's probably not you. It's probably a really good follower. Probably a really good follower.
I mean, if we don't have anything to connect to,
Correct.
we can't connect.
Yes, so when I dance with someone who's well connected, I feel like I'm a rock star. It might not be me, I might just be passable. So let's do both these, the right side redirect to closed position. So let's not forget that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have to step underneath to allow for her connection. So remember before I said sometimes this might be tucked. I might cheat this a little bit towards her to initiate that connection. I look left for the run around. So let's get it from this side. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Left side, run around, 3 and 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to let you think on something to tell the followers, and I have one thing for the leaders on this right side redirect. So generally speaking, there is a small dead space between connections. Here's what I mean. If I exaggerated this, if I initiate Meghan back, there is a moment before she connects to the other side. When I initiate her back there, there is a moment before we're connected. There's a slight hesitation in between. We want to minimize that time, right? We don't want to leave Meghan a long time before she's connected and a long time before she's connected. That's great for beginner class, not good if you're in the intermediate online lesson during a pandemic. So I want to minimize that amount of time, but there is a small amount of time in between. So here's how that applies to this pattern. There is a small time that I'm connected here, and then I'm not just shoving her in this position. There is a small moment where I'm letting go and re-gripping. Yes? So let's see if you can see that on this side. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. There is a small moment, you probably can't. Right? I'm connected, and then for a split second, I'm not letting go of her, but I'm re-gripping to this position. So I've done my job and stopped her. As soon as I redirect her, there's a slight let go, and then at this point, I'm allowing her to anchor with my footwork and my connection, so I'm set up really well for the run around. What have you got for the followers, Miss Megan?
For the runaround, make sure that you are not anticipating too much what the pattern is.
What's that?
I was told I had to be loud.
Miss Megan's shouting into the microphone. Yes. So that's why we started this off by saying right side pass, left side pass. So as the follower, you should be just thinking, what's the base pattern? So if you're in this position and the leader does this, you're thinking left side pass. That's your job, left side pass, right? It's my job as the leader to redirect that basic fundamental pattern. So she thinks left side pass, and I go, oh, hardcore around the corner. She thinks right side pass. It's my job to redirect it around the corner. She thinks right side pass because it's a right side pass. Does that make sense? Any other questions that we have? No questions. That was what we planned on covering. Anything else to add, Miss Megan? No other questions? Oh, yeah, that's fun. Actually, not even the turn from the redirect, the tuck. The tuck, this one. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Boom, baby. I like that one. Miss Emily doesn't like that one. I like that one.
I don't not like that. It just wasn't what I was talking about.
There you go. So from here, right, if I dance 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, what else do we have available to us as leaders on a left side pass? We have a tuck turn. Piece of cake. So what we're going to do, let's just do that a couple times in a row. Let's go closed position. Let's do it 2 times. We'll talk about it, then we'll add it to our pattern. So left side pass into a tuck. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Let's try that again. That should be basic stuff for you guys. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So now let's think about that a little bit. So on 1, 2, I'm going to draw the follower to me. She's still staying connected away, but I'm going to draw my hands to me 1, 2. So there's a little bit of a check away. There's a little bit of a 3 and check away, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. If I thought about it from my right hand, Megan likes to be tucked left side back. I'm going to put her back on her foot for a split second. I'm going to draw her to me on 1, 2. So even as she's coming in, she's coming into me 1, 2. From here, I'm going to check this away. So I can't go all the way to that foot. It's a little ball lead, 3 and 4, and we anchor 5 and 6. So Megan's footwork for that, she's going to dance 1, 2, 1, 2. She's going to rock away without putting the heel down, 3 and stepping away for count 4, anchoring 5 and 6. So we go back the other way and freeze on count 2 for me, please, Miss Megan. 1, 2. As she rocks back, it's a 3 onto the ball of the right foot. And so the distance as she moves away, she's not moving all the way to that foot, just onto the ball of the foot and back. So if we did this as a partnership, I took my left hand out of it. I draw her to me with my right hand. 1, 2. Now I check her away. 3 and. Now you might ask, does that stay in an away connection the whole time? Absolutely. This is an away connection. 1, 2. I'm allowing her out before I finish the tuck. So if I did that with 2 hands, we had 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So how does this apply to my runaround? As I get to I'm going to go to the camera because I need the space. We dance my 1, 2. So at this point, I can let her out for 3 and 4, 5, and 6. And you get a really cool trick out of that runaround. Let's go back in the middle, please, my love. So we're connected away. We have 1, 2. At this point, because I've drawn her to me, I have a little bit of a bounce away. 3 and 4, I send her through the window, 5 and 6. So let's do that one last time. We'll add it to the redirect, and then we'll have a cool pattern. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Last time. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So we add that to our redirect into closed position. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So I'm going to ask Miss Megan what she feels in the difference between either the base runaround or the tuck.
On the tuck, there is a slight pull, not pull, but lead in before the out.
So just the same way we talked about this, good answer. Just the same way we talked about this, where I draw Meghan in before I tuck her away, that lets her know it's coming. Same thing happens here as I'm doing my runaround. I'm drawing her in so I can let her away. Anchor step. If we redirected, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. I draw her in so we have some room to go away. Under the arm and anchor step. Any other final questions, gang? I like a question.
Leslie Smith says, I'm practicing by myself as a leader in the runaround while I always step behind.
So Leslie says she's practicing by herself as the leader. Congrats. That's why we've changed our leader follower. So all our guys and girls, leaders, followers. And so the question is, am I always stepping back? Is that Leslie's question? Miss Emily?
As a leader in the runaround, will I always step behind?
Yeah, so as the leader, will you always step behind in the runaround? Yes, because you are the inside of the turn, right? If you imagine Miss Megan's the outside of the turn. She has the long way to go. I'm the inside of the turn. So to initiate that, I'm going to be moving back, 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 and then forward into the slot as an anchor step. So yes. Now, there are instances where you will not always step in that case, but generally that's because there's a breakdown between the partnership and how we're executing it. So in a perfect world, I'm dancing back, 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 back. I've got the turn complete. Now I can step in the slot and anchor step. That's the ideal solution. Sometimes because of the follower, if the follower doesn't go all the way around particularly well, I might need to adjust my footwork in a way, but back, 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 forward is the ideal solution. Any other questions? We're good to go. Awesome. Thanks, gang. Thanks for hanging out. How many people hung out with us?
We had 50 on YouTube and 60 on Facebook.
Hey, over 100-something people with us tonight. That's super cool. That's super cool. So we're going to continue these live classes. West Coast Swing Online /live. You will see all the links for this week are updated. That's how you can access the link. You will also be able to use those links to access the replays, at least on YouTube. Facebook, again, you guys can use West Coast Swing Online /live. If you have not already, enter your email address on the homepage of the website, westcoastswingonline.com. First name and email address. That will give you a free membership to the site, but more importantly, it'll land you on our Move of the Week list. From there, you can email us. We can email you. We send out a free Move of the Week twice per month. And then that's how we've reached out about these live classes. You can also share that link on Facebook. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, there's a bunch of cool links below this that have resources. So we have pages specifically for styling, spins and turns for beginners. We have a West Coast Swing ebook, Musicality. So we've got a page built with each one of those with our best resources, whether it's articles, blog posts, or videos. So those are cool resources if something's bugging you. The ebook that we have is also super cool. We spent a good couple of months working on that. That is the full guide to all of our information. So there's a menu, pick your subject. It will drive you right to the articles that we have, and then it will link you out to any videos that we have. So thanks, gang. If you have any more feedback, other than the live feeds from the previous days stunk, we know. I think we got it right. So big shout out. Do you want to come say hi? Do you guys want to say hi? Ben says he does not want to say hi. He did not dress for the camera. He did not dress for the camera. He's dressed for...
He was on camera yesterday.
He's dressed for comfort. Miss Emily looks fantastic. We shot some videos earlier today. We have got, for those of you guys who are country dance fans or just social dance fans in general, we're working on a bunch of two-step, nightclub, East Coast, and cha-cha videos because we love all of those dances, and waltz. So those videos are coming out. We've got some big announcements coming out in the next couple of weeks. We've got an announcement probably a couple of weeks. Another thing that's going on, since I have your attention, at the end of, on the 24th, if you're on our email list, we have a really cool giveaway that's about to happen. So we are giving away $500 to one lucky winner to be used for private lessons. So if you have a regular private lesson teacher, even if you don't, you can enter the giveaway. I'll explain how that works in a second, but the winner will get a year membership to West Coast Swing Online. That's a $200 value, all of our videos. Number 2, we will write a check to the dance teacher of your choice for $500 to be used for private lessons. So if you're on the email list, you will get an email about that on the 24th. Here's how the contest works. There'll be a link in the email. Click on that. You can enter. Then, if you share it on Facebook, for every person that enters with your link, you're going to get two more entries. 2 more entries. So every time you share that, if someone enters, that gives you 2 more entries. So the people who share it the most and expose this cool offer to as many people, it will give you, the viral sharer, more entries into the contest. And it's actually quite a good time now with people only really able to do private lessons because group classes are typically shut down in most areas of the country. So we will give you $500 to be used for the dance teacher of your choice. We've done this 2-3 times before, and it's gone over really well. So that's going to launch on the 24th. I think the contest will run for approximately a week. Is that right, Miss Emily? Yes. What's the giveaway date? Do you remember? We will give away, I think it closes on the 31st of March. So that will be launched.
Midnight of the 30th.
Okay, cool. So we will launch this on the 24th. You'll see it on social media. For sure, be on our email list. And then the contest will run till midnight on the 30th of March. And then we will do the giveaway on April 1st, April Fool's Day.
No joke on you.
There's no joke on you. It's actually going to be legit. There will be no April Fool's jokes, not at this time. So thanks so much for hanging out with us, guys. Please share the link, West Coast Swing Online/live. We will update our next week's schedule of all of our classes. Yeah, so tomorrow, what do we have tomorrow?
Cha-cha and salsa.
Tomorrow we have beginner cha-cha, beginner salsa. So big thanks for you guys for showing up. Big thanks to all the beginners. And we will see you again on a social media platform again soon.